Here we are with another video from Wake World Parts. My name is Ryan, and today we're going to be doing a raw water pump impeller. There is a new impeller out by Ilmore. It actually has a Keyway system like the Johnson impeller for the Indmar engines, where it's a crank mounted. They do also have a Keyway as well, which is supposed to make it easier, right? So I've never done one yet because I'm so used to the old-fashioned way. But today we're going to do two. The first video I'm going to do is the Keyway, which I have not tried. And the second video is the way I normally would do it for years and years and years. Right now we have the 6.2 liter GDI, the 6000 GDI 6.2 liter. And that always takes 50H-0170. There's also two gaskets or two O-rings in here now because the new crank-mounted ones take a different style O-ring than the old original ones do. So you have to remember, if you have the new crank mount raw water pump, you want to make sure that you're getting both of these O-rings because you may get one and it's not going to be correct. With this new pump, with this new raw water pump impeller, it is directional. So what that means is, as you can see, there is no Keyway here. But if you flip it over, you now see the Keyway. So if you put this in backwards, then the old traditional way is going to be the way you have to take it out. The new Keyway system, or whatever you want to call it, the impeller pull tool or puller tool, is PT02125. And what it's going to be is it's going to be real simple. And I'll leave this up to you because, like I said, I'm going to put both videos. I like the traditional way because I can do it fast. I know it works, and I've got no problems making it fast. Using this bolt over and over, for me as a technician, it might wear out. You as an individual, it could last forever because you're not doing it as much as often as I am. So what this will be is it'll be in this direction. As you can see with the key system, it actually has these grooves. What you're going to do is you're going to take the grooves, interlock them, and then twist this over. Well, also the way it works is the grooves are facing the same direction that the bolt is turning. So as you're doing this in the boat, you don't have to worry about it pulling out or falling because you're constantly going to be putting pressure against it. What this tool is going to do is, once it's locked in place, it's actually going to push on the internal shaft. So as this tightens, it's going to be pulling the impeller out. Oops, there you go. Pulling the impeller out and pushing this in. So the concept of that is, if this was hidden, as I tighten it down, it's pushing on the shaft within the raw water pump, forcing the impeller to be pulled out, and that's it. So the goal is to not use lubricant. I want to see if the tool will pull this impeller out without using anything else but the tool itself. For tools that you will need, in this one, it is a 10 millimeter. So depending on which raw water pump impeller housing you have, or RWP, you might need something different. So I have an extension just in case. I have my 10 millimeter and my ratchet. So this will make it so that I can take off the faceplate. The traditional way that I do it is I use what's called 2,4C, and I also use 2 picks. And in the video that you'll see that I use these 2 picks. Sometimes I can do it with 1 pick, but I got these 2 picks. What I do is I will take the raw water pump impeller and take off the faceplate. I will take this, squeeze it. As I squeeze it, I'll pull it out. What that does is it's going to fill this gap full of the C4 of the 2,4C. And what I'll do is I'll find 2 empty vanes and I'll fill it. Then I'll bump start the engine. When I bump start the engine, the 2,4C will spread across the impeller and this thing will just slide right out. No problem whatsoever. The reason why you need 2 picks is when you're pulling this out of it, you need to pull it evenly. If you use 1 pick, you start to pull like this, it won't want to come out. It's so much easier if you just have 2 picks and you pull it straight out. That is the fastest way that I can do it. Remove the faceplate, squeeze 2,4C in here, pull it out as I'm doing to fill it, bump start it, let it lubricate. Take 2 of these, pull it out, I'm talking, it's that fast. So I will add that video to the end of this one. But today's video is going to be using the new tool from Ilmor, as well as the new impeller. Once again, a directional impeller if you plan on using the Keyway to get the impeller out. So let's go ahead and get started and see what happens. Okay, here we go. We're going to go ahead and remove the impeller cover plate. So this system had the old impeller in it. So what I'm going to do is just shoot the video now. So what I'll do is I'll take this, once again, stick it in, squeeze it, pull it out. As it comes out, you'll see some of the 2,4-C coming out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bump start the engine, which will spin that, lubricate it, and then I'll be able to pull it right out. From there, I'm going to put the new one in, and then I'll use the key system to just see how it operates. I kind of wanted to do it if it was the new Keyway, but it's not. So what we'll do is we'll just do it the original way, pull it out, I'll put the new one in, and then we'll put the key system on it and see how it works. So that's literally it. The engine doesn't have to run very long. It's only enough, the engine only has to run long enough to spin the 2,4-C around so that we can get it out and it lubricates the housing. We're now going to take our pick. Look at that. That's how easy that comes out. So I don't know how the tool is going to beat that, because that was pretty easy. As you can see, this has been dry fired a few times. I don't know if you can see those blades, but they are burnt, and this new crank system would not do that. So somebody's been running this boat dry. So now we want to clean the excess off. And as you can see, this is the old O-ring. It's not the thicker, flat one. The next thing I'll do before I put it in there is I normally will put 2,4-C on the ends of the blades because it makes it easier to push it in. It also lubricates the impeller, so when you first fire it for the first time, it won't be dry. It'll be lubricated before water can actually get into the raw water pump. And you would just basically put it on all the edges. Then, as you know, there's a flat spot. So we want to find out where that flat spot is, and you're going to start it off a little bit turned the opposite direction. So as you push it in, it'll land on that flat spot. Okay, so now we got the new Keyway in. This is the new Keyway that's in there. Now what we're going to do is go ahead and try the new tool. Spin the new tool all the way to the outside. It's now locked in place. What you want to do is hand tighten this so you have some tension against the shaft itself. It's going to be a 13 millimeter, but now what we want to do is tighten it. As you can see, it's definitely pulling it out. It's going to be a little bit slower, but I feel that you could probably do this without 2,4-C and get the same result. Then all you would have to do is put 2,4-C on it to put it back in, because it's recommended, because then you don't have to worry about burning out an impeller or waiting for water to get to it and it running dry. Now we're going to put in the new O-ring. And now with the older pump, you're probably aware that this O-ring is always a little bigger. So your main goal is to make sure that it's in there properly. And then what we want to do is try to apply even pressure across that cover plate so that we don't push out the O-ring and then squish it. And then that will cause an air pocket, and it will cause water or air to get into the water system, which can cause an overheat at high RPMs. The new raw water pumps actually take this lot thicker gasket, and it sits in there and holds itself a lot better. But this is the old style raw water pump, still a crank mounted, but the new one will take this larger O-ring. Also remember, you cannot use the same faceplate. You have to buy the faceplate when you buy the new raw water pump. We don't want to tighten one down all the way. We want to tighten them as we go so that the faceplate sits snug against the pump. When we go to tighten these, we aren't sitting here to try to find out how many foot-pounds of pressure we can put on this. The way I do most of my stuff is I grab my ratchet with 2 fingers as close to the head as possible. That way I can add enough pressure without over-torquing it. And that's it for changing your raw water pump impeller. So to recap one more time, with the key system for it, it looks like it's going to work pretty well. You may not have to use the 2,4-C to get it out at all, because this is putting all the pressure you need to pull it evenly out of the raw water pump housing. This requires a 13 millimeter, and you're going to tighten it clockwise in order to remove the impeller. Or you can go to the old-fashioned way, which is the 2 picks and the 2,4-C. I still recommend putting the 2,4-C on each one of the blades. Once again, once it's in there, it lubricates the housing and it allows it to stay kind of wet or lubricated as it spins in there until the water can enter through the raw water pump. But either way is perfectly fine and works just the same. So I hope you liked the tutorial and the video today, and see you again soon.